your static default routing and basic configuration of FORTINET firewall using console access, using GUI and CLI base, and how to assign the IP address for the FORTINET interfaces. Okay, so now then we configure the OSPF configurations with creating the loopbacks. Again, we also configured the virtual links. Okay, both for the Cisco routers as well as a FORTINET firewall. So now we'll configure this thing MD5 authentication. I think you know, right? MD5 authentication message digest 5. So how we'll authenticate the from other routers, like any, if you want to connect for router 1, router 2, only those who has the key chain value, then only it will exchange the updates. If in any new network has been connected to the firewall, okay, when the key matches, then only it will give the updates. Okay, that lab will do it now. How to configure this? Okay. So let's start with the firewall. This is my firewall, I guess. Yeah. So I'm recording this. I think you can watch it later. You can see what are the commands I'm using it. Okay. So how to configure your MD5 authentications in OSPF. So MD5 authentications also we can configure in EHRP and RIP. In BGP also we can able to configure, guys. So now we are going to configure in OSPF in FORTINET firewall. Okay. The configuration is so config router OSPF. Go to the OSPF routers. Configure OSPF interface. Okay. So interface. So first edit. So what you want to edit? Set interface. Give into :1. Port 1. So in port 1 means port 1 is connected to R1 router, guys. Okay. So I'm giving authentication string to the R1 router. Okay. Set. Okay. MD5. Set authentication MD5. Okay. Set MD5 key. Okay. If you ask the question mark, it will ask you 1 to 25 key we can generate. Okay. So let's start with 1. Okay. I will give my name. It should match. Okay. Then N. Okay. So if you check a get router information, OSPF neighbor, so we can see, okay, port number 1 is not exist. Can you see, guys, here? So port number 1 is not exist in the interfaces because, you know, in R1 we are not configured it. Okay, in R1 we are not configured. And the key chain, the key when the key string what I have given TAJ Taj, so then only it will give the updates. So now what could the issue diagnosis address? Suppose if you give the diagnosis debug enable, just enable, not URL filtering, debug enable. If you type this command, it will try to debug the error. What is the issue? Because we are not getting any port 1 updates, right? Neighbor is showing not connected. So diagnosis IP router OSPF all enable. Then diagnosis IP router OSPF level critical. If you got any error also, you should be able to give the issue. Router OSPF level error. Okay. Diagnosis IP router OSPF level 1. Okay, debug message will be on for the 30 minutes. Okay, as we can see, authentication mismatch. We are getting this message right because from R1 there's a mismatch is showing that 1.2. Can you see the port number 1? For the port number 1, okay, it's showing a mismatch. This thing because for R1 we are not given it. Okay, let's do that. So diagnosis will do the enable. Debug reset. Just disable it now. So if you go and check in R1, okay, please check in R1. So what's happening, you will see. So this is my R1. So it's showing some error, right? You can see, right? Enable. Okay, if you type show IP debug, you just debug IP OSP of events. It's on now. You can see, so we will get some messages. So IP route OSP of. So we are not getting any upgrades, right? We're not getting any OSP of upgrades from firewall. Okay, so let's do undebug. Okay, form. You can see it's keep on coming, right? We are not getting any updates from hello message mismatch authentication. Okay, then we have what we have to configure. We have to configure on the router 1 MD5 authentications. So how to configure in the router, guys? So go to global configuration mode, interface gigabytes 0/0. Okay, IP OSPF authentication message digest. IP OSPF message digest key 1, that is MD5 touch. Right? So now if you check here, okay, get router info OSPF neighbor. Now we can see, right? Port number 1 has been displayed. Port number 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it is loading. Can you see in the router 1? In router 1, you can able to see the loading. Now if you check show IP route. Okay, so now we can able to see, right? Means when you have the keychain authentication between the two firewall and router 1, okay, the authentication keychain value are given like 1 with the string value touch. Okay, then only they can able to exchange the updates. Understood, guys? It's a very simple app. How to configure the MD5 authentications in OSPF. Okay, so now as you know that in router 2, guys, let me show you the topology. In router 2, okay, I have noticed, so I have configured the EHRP here. I think in EHRP, I think 100, as I remember, it's 14. Board. So here I have configured the EHRP with the 100. I think here EHRP is 200. Make it duplicate this. Okay, so this is EHRP 100 also I configured. I think 200 here. Let me change with 200. Okay, so I configured with 200 here. So let's do the redistributions. Okay, so from the router 2, okay, this is my router. So this is my router 2. So as you can see, show IP route. So it has learned the router 1 loopbacks, okay, and directly connected. Okay, so I cannot see any updates from OSPF 100, which is from other network. For that, what we have to do, we have to do the redistribution. So how to configure redistribution, guys? Okay, go to router, OSPF 100, redistribute, EHRP 100, okay, subnets, metric type 1. That's it. Very simple command. Now, if you check on the firewall, so this is my firewall. So get all router information. Okay, routing table on. So now I can see it has learned E1. You know what is E1, right? E1 is OSPF external type 1. Okay, that is external LSA, guys, link state advertisement. Okay, so it has been learned from your external 20 networks, 170 to 20. So what we can see, okay, let me write it down here. So this part, so as we can see, so this part has been learned from that. So this has been learned from my router 2. You can see, right? Okay, and this is it has been learned from router 1. Okay, this is my R1. Let me write it down. And this is my R2, where it has been learned. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so now you understood, guys? Any questions here? If you don't have a question, means let me know. So I'll move ahead. I'll jump on to the other lab. So how to configure the external summary. Okay, so let's configure for the external summary on the routers for the R2. Okay, so let's go to my R2 router. So how to configure your external summary on the routers. Okay, so go to global configuration mode, router OSPF 100. Okay, summary address. I want to do 20.0.0 network. I want to do the summarizations. You with these subnets. We check here. You can see it will show you only one part. Only main network it will show you. Whereas previously, you have noticed here, it is showing the entire network. 172.20 network, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which we have created the loop backs. Okay, it's showing all the things, right? Fine. So let's do that. You understood, guys, this? If you want to remove means just router 2. Okay, just remove, go to OSPF. How to remove the external routes? Go to this thing, no summary address 172.20.0.0.0 255.255.248.0. So now if you check on the router, so it will show you the all details. You can see, right? So we can see these all details. So if we check on R1, let's see R1 what is happening. This is my R1. Show IP route OSPF. So even this guy also learned, okay, network, right? Can you see here? So this guy also learned. You can able to see my cursor, right? Guys, can you able to see my cursor? You can see, right? It has learned 170 to 20 network, right? And 30 network also, it has been learned. Okay. If you check for router 2, show IP route OSPF. So this guy has learned, okay, 10 and 30 networks, right? 10 and 30 network has been learned. Check for R3. We didn't check for the R3. Show IP route OSPF. So this guy has learned 10 and 20. Okay, so 10 and 20 has been learned. So we are doing perfectly. Let's check with R4 now. Last router. I think this is my R4. Show IP route OSPF. You can see this guy learned 10 and 20. Okay, so 10 and 20. So he has learned. So 30 network has been learned, not been learned. So that we'll do it later. Okay. So let's check with the firewall, like what. So these are list of things it has learned. It has learned 10, 20, 30. So as you can see, guys, so 40 network has been learned. You can see, right? There is no 40 network. 172.40 network has been not yet learned. You can see on this topology, guys. Okay. So let's move on. So do you remember, guys, I was talking about like what is the stub area? So if you check what is the stub area, okay, that is authentic area where anybody cannot access. Any idea about stub area, guys? What is stub area in OSPF? Guys, I'm asking question. So I'm going to configure the stub area in OSPF on the firewall. So let's configure that. Guys, are you there?
Yes, Taj.
Yes, sir.
Then why nobody is replying? Guys?
Yes, sir.
What your people are doing?
We are listening, sir.
Let me on your camera, please on your camera. I want to see it. Why nobody is answering if I ask the question? I ask you, okay, what is OSPF stub area? What is OSPF stub area? I have shared a very good document. I think last month itself. Cisco official book. Okay, guys, please pay some attention, guys. Because we are facing a lot of these lab issues again if you're not following, because since morning I think we have configured many things, right? To configure for you guys, it takes a lot of time to configure that. It's not so easy to configure that, all those things. Okay. Any idea about OSP of this thing? Stub area? All you configured OSP of, right? Everybody? The OSPF stub area means, okay, area that does not permit the flood of your external LSS, means from other routing protocol like EHRP, RIP, static. So one side is running OSPF, other side is running your other routing protocol. Okay, it doesn't allow, not permit to flood to authorize their network into your OSPF network. Okay, guys, understood. It's only receive routing information for designation which within the same stub area. It will receive only routing within the same area, not with the external one. That is the job of your OSPF stub area. Okay, guys. So let's configure that. Okay, so we can see now. Now I'm going to configure the OSPF stub area. So in my router 3, take my router. So okay, so I think this is something. I'm changing some settings and because I opened a lot of applications here. Okay, so this is my R1 router. Let me share my screen. Okay, so right now I'm in the R3 AutoCast. I'm telling you how to configure the stub area in OSPF. Okay, so in R3 I'm going to configure it. In configuring, just go to global configuration mode. So router OSPF 100. Okay, area 3 stub. Okay, that's it. Very simple, because other cannot flood my external area. So now you configure how to configure in firewall. The command set very simple command here to configure this router OSPF. So configure area option mismatch local ID. Okay. So edit 0.0.0.3 set type stub. Okay, then end. If you check in this router R3, you can see it's loading something, right? Can you notice here? So it's loading, right? So let's check IP route OSPF. So it has learned from external route, right? So it has loading from network. It has learned from your virtual, this one, router ID. You can see. So 10 network, you can able to read it. Suppose if you check other command in your firewall, check this command. So get router info, routing table all. Okay, so this guy has learned 10 networks. So previously it was not showing that. So now we can able to see this all updates. So if you check in R4 router, okay, so this is my R4 router. So if you check again here IP OSPF, so we can see 10 network also, it has been learned. So details. Sure. You can see all 4 ports are connected. Okay, then even you can see database. So database you can see, so each and every port it has been showing all the details. So we can see here. We can see these guy 10 network which has been learned from which network? This has been learned from your R1 router. So as we can see, this here has been learned from router 2. Okay, and this has been learned from your router 3. Right? So this is how to configure, guys. To remove this method. Okay, let me. I want to cancel this notation. I don't know why. Okay. Is it clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
So can I jump for other lab now? This lab is done, guys. I don't know how much people you understood, but it is very good lab, guys, what we did since morning. So this is your OSPF, okay, and EIGRP, redistribute, MD5 authentication we did, okay, and we did ISSH, Telnet. So this all lab we did, right? Can you able to see my screen, right?
No, sir.
Oh,
No,
I
sir.
not shared. Okay, just I'm writing all the things we did morning. Okay, just I'm not good in color, guys. You just write it down. The lab. Okay, lab is there. You can access it, guys. Okay. So FORTINET is working. I think we should take the built-in version of the FORTINET firewall. Then you can able to access it. Can use this topology. All the labs by default it will save you. So let me save you for the router. Otherwise, it will everything will be deleted. Okay, you can use this lab. So I will save this all in routers. You want to do this lab now? Or shall I go for other lab? Tell me fast, guys.
Sir, we want to do this lab.
You want to do this lab?
Yes, sir.
Okay then. So what I will do, guys, you start doing this lab. Okay. So tomorrow I have planned like I want to explain you a RIP I had not explained you. What you do means I'll share you the commands how to configure the RIP in Fortinet firewall. Okay. So then when I come tomorrow to the office, so I'm planning to do the lab for how to just connect from forward from one zone to another zone in the firewall, and user authentication and natting also be possible to do the natting as well. Okay, so natting lab we'll do tomorrow. 4 to 5 labs I want to do tomorrow. So let's see how does it works. And right now you just configure static or default routing, okay, which is already saved in the document, guys. So let me show you the lab. Okay. So now everything is perfectly is working, guys. If you want to check the connectivity, so easily you can able to ping from all the networks from the firewall. So even I have explained you morning how to access the GUI interface. Okay, so I will access GUI interface again. I will show you do that lab. So then you start doing this lab today. Okay. So I will have these devices all now. Okay, so I think morning we did one lab. Okay, so that lab is very important. Morning, the how to access the GUI. Let's edit this. I want to change this background color. Now it is better. You can put like this. Okay, so now we can able to, I'll close this lab, guys. I think morning we did one lab in FORTINET. Team static. So let's open this. where we did one lab. Yeah, so this lab, guys, so it is there in GT labs here. Okay, so just I'll open this. So do you remember we did this one? We did GUI access for this. Only this much color they have. Let it go black. So this is the lab, what we did. So let me show you this once again, guys. So morning I did. So please start doing with this lab first. So then you jump for the other lab. So now these two devices getting on now. So other guys, just they can watch this. Any one of the group, they can access it. Okay. Let's open my FORTINET. First check the password whether we are able to log in or not. Yes, we can able to log in it. Okay. What is the command? Show system interface, right? To command to check. Show interface. Interface port 1. Okay, we have configured with this thing. Suppose if I ping, how to ping, guys? To PC. I want to ping to the PC now.
Sir, execute PC. Execute ping.
Execute ping and IP address, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, good. So this Windows is loading still. But if I ping now, so I don't think so. The password is test123. Execute ping 192.168. I think, do you remember we have given 101.2, right? We are getting replay, right? Can you see? From PC, we can able to ping to our firewall. Okay, so let's check whether can we ping to firewall from PC. So ping 192.168.101.1. Fine. So we can able to reach to your firewall. So let's open the GUI interface. How we can able to, let's increase this. Settings. Make it 200. Fine. So now I can able to. It has become very big. Don't make it big because it will be very difficult to operate, guys. So as you know, it is a virtual interface. I think 150 is okay. Okay, so let me open that GUI interface. your Palo Alto, like let's try to figure it out, like what are the parameters available in GUI interfaces. So what are the things we can able to do? Like as I told, like IP sec, we can filter like URL filtering, okay, your inbound and outbound filtering, HTTP, Telnet, HTTPS, SSH. So these all things where we can see these parameters. Why my session is lost? I think someone has tried to log in. Let me connect, guys. Can you able to see my screen, guys? Give it to.
Yes, sir.
Is someone is trying to log in from there? Okay, so I think morning you are logging, so it's showing some already HTTP. Okay, guys. So we can see we can able to log into our FORTINET firewall. The password is admin and name is admin and no password. Just log in. Click on the login. Then we can able to log into the dashboard. So this is the dashboard. Let's see like policy, object, security policy, VPN, user device, Wi-Fi controller, logs. Okay, so everything we can able to manage from here. As we can see, still a lot of parameters we can see down. So regarding the software also showing. So NAT options. So it's showing the today's date. Can you see here? It's showing today's date and backup. What we can see also is showing. Night check. Logout means we can just log out from here, guys. Okay. So wizard also we can do. Like what are the things we can do? We can want to change the password, timing, network ports, summary. So we'll not get into that now. Okay, so can you do it, guys, now? Can you do, guys, like do us? Shall I go for next lab? Guys, we'll do, or shall I continue with the next lab? Anybody wants to, any
Sir.
groups want to?
ಸರ್ ನಾವು
Huh?
ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ಬೇರೆದ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್.
Okay, you will do other one. Okay, fine. So as you can see, so I can able to access my GUI interface as well. So I'll close this and go for the other lab now. So let me switch off these two devices. Because someone said they want to do the lab. So I stopped. Okay. So we need the switch here to go for that lab. I think we don't have any switches here. So I have seen some switches are not available. Okay, so let's go for other lab now. Just try to configure your VPN, guys. So let's do the configuration of the VPN. IPv4 VPN. So first check which are the routers can be able to use. In morning, this guy will take an. Please check, guys, while doing the lab. Okay, so this guy is working. So read this guy. So I'm using this two firewall now. I want to use one more. So I need two firewalls, okay, and three routers. Let's take the routers. I need three routers with good each 2 GB RAM so that it load fast. So these guys. See, BIOS1 is on, guys. Someone has still on. Okay, so let it put these two routers here. So router 7, I will use it as a center router. So let's give the connections. Let me connect this port 1. Okay, first port I will connect to this router. Okay, and this I will connect to this router. Port 2 I will connect to the middle router, and same thing, this I will connect port 1. I want to connect to this router, and this port 2 will connect to the center. Okay, so let auto alignment. Now you can see, so now you can able to start configuration of your VPN. Guys, I'm going to configure the VPN, that is side-to-side VPN, guys, using so IKE1. Okay, so I'm going to configure that using the IKE1. So let's start configuration part, this thing. So let's me on this device first, otherwise. Oh, this is the firewall which showing issue. Do you remember which firewall hack you have taken me last time?
So 6.4.3.
6.4.3. You should start, then only you can able to. Last time you had taken this one.
Yes, sir.
It's good. It's getting on. This router has issues.
Sir, ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ.
ಯಾರು?
ಅದೇ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸರಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ.
Again. Very smart. Let's take once again another one.
ಸರ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ತಗೊಳೋದೆಲ್ಲ ಆನ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್.
ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಇದು. ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ಡೆಲೀಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟು. First check this, then only you just because what is the for this thing? I think this we cannot take. Let's check if it is on, then we'll take this. No, this is the problem. This don't have the operating system booting problem. I think this was corrupted, I think. Bharat, Diksha, now, do you remember which one you have taken morning? I think it was working fine.
ಸರ್ 4.3ನೇ ಸರ್.
4.3.
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
ಇದು ಎರಡು ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಯೋ ನಾವು?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
Next 1879.
ಸರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 CPU ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ರ್ಯಾಮ್ ಸೈಜ್ 2 GB ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರಿ.
ಒಂದು ಆನ್ ಇದೆ. Let's on this first. Same concept. Why other guys? No one is helping. Which node I have taken? Morning it was working fine. It is 10:10. Guys, I'll give the access. You just try from your side. Any one group. Another group, they can take break, guys. Okay, so let me check at the same time from your also side. Also check from your side. Who want to access? Anybody want to access? Please check from your side. At least you do just morning lab, very simple lab. Any Ashwita, Srisha, or Poonam, or Anjali, Pavitra. Where is Varsha? Varsha, she came today. Rukhaya.
Ruka is sleeping.
Sir is lying.
Rukhaya is sleeping. On your camera, guys. Did you hear me what I said? I ask you people to just on your camera, please. So now where you are sitting? Vishnu is sitting in front of Leela Palace. Same Sonu also. I think Ashwita is in HR team. She's sitting in HR team. Anjali is in, she's sitting near to balcony, I guess. I think Preeti. Okay, Rukhaya also sitting near to Leela Palace, watching. Okay. Ashwita, why you are sitting in HR team there?
No, sir, I'm not sitting in the HR team.
Poonam, where
Yes,
are you
sir.
sitting? You're not sitting
Where
in the
I'm
training
sitting?
room. Rida, where are you sitting? I think you're muted. Vaishnavi, can you tell me what are the labs we did today morning?
Sir, today we did about the accessing the GUI with the firewall and static and default routing.
Okay.
Now we did DI, OSPF and EIGR.
Okay. So we'll do access down. Why people are sitting, you're not sitting in the training room? Anyhow, so tomorrow I'm coming. Tomorrow I will come. Okay. I'll come to office now and see. So, okay. So someone access, guys. Vishnu or Sonu, any one of the team, Srisha, Rahul team. So please access one group. Okay. So try to do the first lab. Okay. Remaining group, just go to tea break for 15-20 minutes. Come back. Okay. So then I'll check for the within 15-20 minutes. I think 30 minutes is maximum to complete this simple lab. Okay. So please complete the lab. Okay. So I'll log out from my VPN now. Okay, guys. So let me delete this node. So I have logged out, guys. So please, anyone log in from your side.
Sir, Sonu group ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
Okay, let me log on. So no. So now can able to log in, guys. So let me disconnect my VPN as well.
Sir, commands.
Yeah, so let me. So meanwhile, you just log in. So I'll share you the commands now. Guys, I'm sharing in the Teams now. How to configure the IP address for the FORTINET firewall. Vishnu, I think, sorry. Sonu, you are accessing, right? Please check. I have shared this thing.
Yeah, Taj will be doing.
Got it, right? Just
Yes,
log
Taj.
in directly without VPN. You can able to connect it because you are in office, right? Please connect it. So try to give the IP address. Only one thing is enough. Just give. I have shared already in the Teams. You can see, right?
Sir, IP address ಮಾತ್ರ assign ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾ?
Assign the IP address and give the IP address for your firewall.
Route.
So here, what you just add one more command here. So for this one, set hello access ping HTTP HTTPS SSH telnet on the firewall. I have typed the command. You do it right now. Other guys, please take the break for 15-20 minutes. Okay. Meanwhile, they will complete it. It's very simple app. Do it fast, guys. Just assign the IP address.
Routing protocol.
First, try to access the GUI interface.
Okay.
Okay. So Disha, just please check set allow access ping. It has given, right? You also give ping HTTP, HTTPS, SSH, and telnet. So we have to do 3 lab in this. How to access SSH, telnet, and GUI interface. Okay.
Okay, sir. In GUI we should do.
First to do it GUI access, then minimize, then do the telnet SSH.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so morning I explained you, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so please do it fast.